I love Eurovision, and the chances are you have the same mental illness as I do. But in case you think about Eurovision as that political song contest that's full of gay people, listen, put your phone down, go outside, take a deep breath, and think to yourself, why does my mother hate me? And then come back and learn that it's okay to not have an opinion about stuff. Sometimes, if you can only do your research by watching two reels and a Facebook post, maybe it's okay not to have an opinion about stuff you don't understand. But let's throw all that aside and let's talk about Eurovision. Because I've been watching Eurovision since 2016. Ironically enough, I found out about Eurovision because of Australia participating.
Oh, some people might call you crazy.
And then I watched the show, and I was hooked. From the first time I saw Eurovision, in the sweet year of 2016, seeing all those colors, all that music, all of those languages, I was like, I'm not sure what they're on, but I want to be part of that. And ever since that point, I've been watching every single show and every single selection. And honestly, those have been the best moments.
Wait a minute!
Those have been some of the best moments, but also some of the worst moments, because in this life there is no such pain as your favorite losing in a selection to a song that doesn't even make the final. Just pure devastation right there. But now we are in the sweet year of 2026. How is Eurovision going? Well, terribly. I mean, not really terribly, but not good. First of all, we changed the logo. You know that logo, that cool logo with sharp edges? Yeah, now we are actually an ice cream factory, with everything being milky white and not even one pointy stuff because the kids are watching. And besides that, now we have mascots, because that was exactly what my nightmares were missing. This mascot.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
And let's not forget this other atrocity.
What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
Lovely, right? Push that all aside, because things are getting worse. Also, we lost 5 very European countries in Spain, Slovenia, Iceland, Ireland, the Netherlands. For what? For a very non-European country, in Israel. Life is so fair and beautiful, but we can't stop the show, even though we should. We can't. We need to keep going. So let's talk about all the countries participating this year in Eurovision, starting with Albania. I love Albania. Albania is that country that makes a song that's cool, that's traditional, and then they decide, let's push that all aside and make it in English. And also, let's make it suck. Happened not once, but twice, just in the past 5 years. Incredible track record. But also, some of the artists from Albania actually know how to keep the language going. Hopefully, Alice this year is gonna be one of them, because this song is not that bad. It wasn't my favorite. My favorite was... But Anis will do just fine, and will represent Albania proudly, because it's a good song, and it's in Albanian. Armenia, the queen of the Caucasus, without a doubt the best country out of these 3 countries that we like to call, what the fuck are they doing in Eurovision? We love them because they bring this Arabic flavor to the show. So we keep them. Even though in the past few years they've been doing not that good, Armenia was, and it still is, one of the best, speaking strictly by every single opinion on the internet and the scoreboard. But what's Armenia doing this year? Well, Armenia this year decided that last year the naked guy wasn't enough, so they need to try it again, maybe this time with a bit more sass. And I think it's not as good as the last year naked guy, but it's actually a very fun naked guy and full of energy, that's for sure. I'm very curious what Paloma Rumba is gonna do on Eurovision stage this year. Maybe it's gonna be good, maybe it's gonna be trash. We don't know. But I'm for sure excited to see this guy doing that small dance of his on the stage. Australia. Our favorite adopted child. I actually like Australia so much because they make Eurovision better by participating in it. Even though a lot of people are like, what's Australia here? Listen, Australia is taking Eurovision very seriously. And we should appreciate it because it raises the mark and makes all the so-called Europeans want to improve. and also getting second place in your second year, it's a pretty good track record, not gonna lie. And in the last few years, they didn't quite get across the line, but they always were as close as possible, finishing 11 in 2 years consecutively. And this year they were like, we can't do this anymore, so they bring on Delta. And honestly, I couldn't be more excited. I wanted Delta to participate in Eurovision ever since I learned that Delta is from Australia. And when I waited for the song to be revealed and I saw the artist, I was like, no, there's no way I'm dreaming. And I actually wasn't dreaming. It was very much there for me to enjoy and my ears to fall in love, because it's a very good song, and I'm pretty sure that Australia is gonna take the jury vote this year. And if not, the jury vote is corrupt and we should cancel Eurovision.
Ekstase, doch hinterm Neonlichterschein liegt eine.
Austria. The current king of Eurovision doesn't really have to prove anything, to be honest, because they already won it. And they decided to just be fun and send a song in German, because we actually need more of those. And honestly, even though the selection was garbage, and Austria, please stop doing selections. And if you're gonna do selection, please don't take notes from your bigger brother in Germany and do something like Finland is doing. But even though the selection was trash, Cosmo, I believe it's a very good representative. It's fun, it has this fun song, and it also has this deep message about drunk people bullying Austrians out of clubs.
Ekstase, doch hinterm Neonlichterschein liegt eine Tieroase.
Just like in the good old days, I guess. But I actually really like this disco-infused 2000 song, and I hope it does as good as it could for a country that's hosting, which is not that much.
Now everyone feels like a love.
Azerbaijan. Oh, we should study Azerbaijan downfall because it's something legendary. Azerbaijan, for those of you who don't watch Eurovision, was a powerhouse. From 2009 until 2014, Azerbaijan was top of the charts every single year.
Always on my mind, always in my dreams. Hold me, just don't hold me.
And then 2018 game. Azerbaijan failed to qualify. They took it very seriously and then for 2 years qualified. And ever since 2023, Azerbaijan was as far as they could from the glory days. And I'm actually kinda sorry for them, because the song that failed to qualify like last year, I actually enjoyed. Unluckily, the staging and the voices live were not there. And the public didn't show up, which is a shame. And this year, we have Jiva with her song Just Go. And it's a terrible song. People say it's made by AI, but now let's be honest, AI can do much better than this.
I ain't gay, but I do gay stuff.
And all the people that are saying, no, this is not AI, it's made by humans, please don't brag about it. You're not making anybody proud with this. You're just making us look weaker. But in short, Azerbaijan, good job. You continue your strike of being a failure. If you get more than 0 points, it's just because Jiva have an incredible voice. Belgium is a very interesting country, because Belgium knows how to qualify when nobody believes they're gonna qualify. And every time every single person knows for sure they're gonna qualify, they find a way to fuck it up.
I got a soul on fire.
This is Belgium for you. This year they are competing with the song Dancing on the Ice by Esaila. I hope I pronounced that right. And there was this whole thing about her singing bad in the voice.
Keep dancing on it.
And then singing decent in Eurovision in concert. And to be honest, I don't really care, because usually on stage, on the Eurovision stage, artists sing quite good.
Just do it for your lover.
So I'm not gonna let some failure here and there ruin everything for me. They can still improve. This is why time exists. But what I think about this song is that it has no chance of qualifying, which means they are for sure gonna qualify. In my opinion, this song feels very much commercial, like Snap, for example. I believe this song is not gonna do extremely good in Eurovision. Like, even if they qualify, they're gonna get 20th place, and that's a high place. But I believe it's gonna sell lots of iPhones or Nokias or Belgium chocolate and waffles, but not that good on the Eurovision stage. Prove me wrong, Belgium.
Welcome to the riot.
Guess who's back? Bulgaria is back. Oh yeah, the sweaty heavy lifters are back in the contest.
Bangaranga, bangaranga, bangaranga.
And luckily, they are back in a good way, not in the Intelligent Music Project way. Who knows, knows. Bulgaria is back, and I believe they are back because EBU were praying for them to come back since we lost so many countries. And they decided to make the worst possible way to make a Eurovision selection. You decide on an artist, and then you give them 3 months to make a song and actually do good at the contest. Luckily, Dara, it's a very talented person. Unluckily, Bangaranga, it's the worst written song I ever heard. And to prove that, I will read the lyrics. I'm an angel, I'm a demon, I'm a psycho for no reason, I'm a mover, I'm a teaser, I don't follow, I'm the leader. Let me hype you up, let me hype you, I'm a, let me get you so hooked, I'ma leave you shook. And they say romanticism is dead. I believe Bangaranga is gonna do good, even though I hope Bulgaria next year, if they're gonna participate, which I believe is gonna be based only on the result this year, they're gonna do a real selection. Croatia, oh, the land of Croatia. For some time, 2 years, they decided to send food puns to Eurovision, like baby lasagna and poison cake. But unluckily, poison cake wasn't really that good, especially not after the baby lasagna thing. So now they decided that the only thing that's gonna bring them a good result, it's magic. So they are sending witches to Eurovision. And this song, called Andromeda, sung by Lelek, it's not that bad. It's actually quite entertaining. And in Eurovision, groups of women singing together in a chorus in this magical, whimsical way, they actually do pretty well. And also, if I were to see the representative of Croatia in the forest singing this song at night, I will shit my pants. Cyprus, wasn't that Eleni Ferreira good? Yeah, let us try to find the next one by Time and Time. Time. Time again. Maybe we shook it up for a change. Let's put a man. Didn't quite work as we expected. So let's go back to finding the next Eleni Ferreira. Cyprus gets you covered because they are sending the same type of trying to get the lightning in the bottle again and again and again and again. And look, a man, and then again. And this year, they are trying it again. But this time, they said, no more full pop. Now we're gonna go traditional pop. And I'm gonna be honest, sounds a lot like something that we have here in Romania called manele. And for that particular reason, I can like this song more than I do at this particular moment. It's fun, it's danceable, it's gonna do great. It's not my cup of tea. That's not to say that Cyprus is gonna do bad. I think they're gonna do pretty good. I just miss Eleni Ferreira. Like all the people in Cyprus, apparently. Why I love the Czech Republic? Because they don't really have an identity in Eurovision yet. I mean, who's sending gypsies to Eurovision these days? Czech Republic, and then they don't send any song for like 5 years. But leaving the past, they've been doing quite badly in the past few years. And to be honest, in the case of the Czech Republic, I believe they're on the right track, even though they have the bad results. Because last year, Adonix was one of my favorite songs. Unfortunately, he decided to fuck it up by singing that false note.
You said you love me, it almost moved me.
And I was so shocked when that happened with Adonix. And I was so sad because I kinda knew he failed, even though the song was good in my opinion. Luckily, the Czech Republic didn't took that failure as a failure and as a sign to prove that they can do better by sending another depressed guy with the name of Daniels. His song, it's so intriguing to me because every single other song I kind of had an opinion based on the one listening, except maybe Croatia because it was such a unique song. I think this one, it's also extremely unique. It has a vibe that you can't really describe by listening only once. You need to listen at least 2 times to actually get a good grab of what this song is about. And even now, I'm still not sure how to feel about this song, but I just feel intrigued about it. And to be honest, that's a high praise because most of the songs just make me feel nothing or happy or danceable or sad. But this song makes me think about all the complex emotions that it is bringing in my heart. And honestly, even if it's not gonna do that good in Eurovision, Czech Republic should be proud because they have an identity that's so unique to them. And I hope to see this identity of them flourish in something beautiful and something more creative. I'm here to say right now that the first time I saw and heard the song of Soren, I knew Denmark is goddamn back. And when I saw the show, a tear dropped because I knew Sissal, the favorite to win this year and the representative of last year, made this path that Soren just walked on. And now Denmark, it's coming back from the worst Nordic country in Eurovision to one of the favorites to win. And I'm so proud of them. And I hope Soren, even though he didn't sing that great in Eurovision in concert, as I said, I don't really care about that type of singing. Show me on stage what you can do, not on some random Eurovision concert that only the deepest of fans watch it. Show me in front of the real crowd. And I believe gonna hit those notes and made that performance one that will go down in history books. And I hope this sparks the fire that Denmark needs to bring in even better artists that would bring Denmark back on top. Because Denmark was a powerhouse, and I believe that time should come back. Let's talk about Estonia by saying any other single song in the Estonian selection would have done better than Vanilla Ninja. I mean, the only reason they picked that song is because of the name alone. And sadly, for the rest of the European people that are not Estonian, that name alone is not gonna bring enough points to qualify. Estonia, you did so good these past few years. I mean, even the song from last year, which I didn't like, Espresso Macchiato, finished third. Why do you wanna finish last this year? Are you afraid you might win again? Is that a problem? Do you need to talk about it? Please, come on, take a seat. But until next year, because this year you are definitely not gonna be in the final, hope you learn something. Finland is winning Eurovision, there is no doubt in my mind, nobody's even coming close. Finland made this selection called UMC, and they kept it, and they went with it, and even if they failed so many times with it, they knew they got the right formula. And finally that formula, after making some bangers like Karja, even though I don't really like Karja that much, Windows 95 and Erika Wigman, finally UMK is gonna bring in the trophy. I mean, not UMK per se, but Linda and Pete. But what I'm trying to say is that Finland is winning, they are deserving it, they have a violin, they have a sexy guy.
In Eurovision, nothing says winner like a violin. Trust us, bring a violin.
The song is good. Next year, Helsinki were coming. France has been in some kind of renaissance lately, ever since Voila, but really got deep into it with Slimane in 2024. And ever since then, France kept pushing, getting so close to that victory line. And I think Monroe, even though it has an incredible voice, tries to win with the same formula that got results in the past. And honestly, I don't see opera winning 3 times in a row. Sadly for France, they still need to learn that you should set trends and not follow them. But I believe that sooner rather than later, we're gonna see a Eurovision in Paris. Georgia is that one unique cousin that we don't really like to talk about, but we all like to admire from a distance. Georgia was extremely weird in Eurovision. They really tried to push that traditional slate, but it didn't quite catch how they wanted. And then suddenly they just said, fuck it, we're gonna go with the most pop girl song you can imagine, and that's my now go-to song every time I'm in the gym. And I'm talking about Firefighter.
It's like a phoenix, yeah. You know I'll be there. You know that I'll be there.
But then politics got in the way, and we got the song from last year, which ironically is called Freedom.
Got him!
Funny. But people saw through all of this mask and they decided to not give the points to Georgia. And now Georgia was like, okay, if we keep going in this direction, they will just push us out, just like they did with Belarus. So now they decided we're gonna take the band that won Eurovision Junior in 2008 and the same songwriter and make a song called On Replay. Georgia, we need to talk about how you name songs, okay? You can name songs the opposite of what they are. Thank you. But jokingly, On Replay it's actually a pretty good song and I think it's gonna bring a good result. Also, Georgia this year is the best song in the Caucasus area, in my opinion. Also, in everybody's opinion. So good job. I think Bzkebi or whatever, they're gonna do great. Oh, I mean, not very great, but for Georgia, everything that qualifies, it's great.
I'm on fire, fire. You're a liar, liar.
I'm about to lose all of my credibility, but I love Germany in Eurovision. I think Germany has a very unique way of doing Eurovision. Also, please, Germany, stop doing selections. You are horrible at it. You and Austria, just shake hands. You are both terrible. Give up. But I really liked Ballard last year. It's hard for me to say, but my favorite song of 2024 was Always on the Run.
I'm always on the run.
And now that I lost all my credibility and you don't gonna believe any word that I'm saying, Sarah with the song Fire. It's my new firefighter. I mean, every time I'm at the gym, I'm listening to Firefighter first and then Fire second.
I'm rolling through this ashes like a firefighter. I'm on fire, fire. You're a liar, liar.
I love Fire. I hope it does as good as it can. And Germany, please stop doing selections. But if you do, send songs like this one because they are just my jam. Thank you. Everybody loves Greece. I don't. I believe it's a very annoying song. I'm gonna make this as fast as possible. Let's go to the next country.
Alors je danse avec les...
Israel. Okay. If we all love Australia, I mean me, there is one cousin that we don't like, and it's, you can guess who. It's extremely problematic, and let's get all the stuff out of the way. Michelle, it's a good song. Noah, it's a very talented singer. But we all know the problem. It's the country. We don't want that country here. Why? Because we had to lose 5 other countries for it, which is very much not fair. Doesn't matter that the song is good. We don't want you. Not because of the song quality, but because your presence alone make everybody uncomfortable. Thank you.
Legati per la vita che...
Italy. In Eurovision, only 2 things are for sure. That Sweden's gonna be in top 10 and Italy's gonna be next to it. Italy and Sanremo, and by that, Sweden and Melodifestivalen are 2 of the most prestigious song contests in Europe. So obviously Italy is gonna bring every single year something of high quality.
Non c'è croce più grande, non ci resta che... Se questa è l'ultima canzone poi la luna esploderà. Non avete fatto niente, non mi avete tolto niente.
And this year, I believe they did something close to that. I mean, the song, Per Sempre Sì, it's my dad's favorite song. And so, in the car when I'm with him, I put this song and we vibe with it. And it's actually a very good wedding song. Is it a very good Eurovision song? I mean, obviously, it's a song that you can party and dance on. That's what Eurovision is about. And also crying from time to time for Ukraine. But we don't talk about that right now. We talk about Italy. And I really like this song. I think it's a very good song. It's gonna be very entertaining. And I hope it's gonna do as good as it can. Which for Italy is like a top 5. But I believe this is gonna be like a top 10. Because, let's be honest, Look at this.
Saremo io e te
So let's talk about Latvia. I love talking about Latvia because Latvia feels like the most made up country you can make. I mean, the only country that sounds more made up than Latvia, it's Lithuania. And we're gonna talk about them later. But Latvia in Eurovision, it's, well, as much of a mixed pot that you can get. And this year, the mixed potting, it's continuing because after keeping on that strike, sending ferries and Johnny Sins, now they are saying Advara. And Advara has this song called Etna. And I'm extremely confused how should I really feel about it. Because on one hand, it's an extremely beautiful song and she also has a very beautiful voice. But on the other hand, good luck finishing this song without falling asleep because it's extremely boring in my opinion. I'm sorry, I know some people love this song. You are not wrong. Everybody has an opinion and everybody is right. It's just me personally, I can't really hold myself to listen to this song fully because I'm just getting bored. And I'm not saying that my brain is rotten because, let's be honest, I don't really like Greece. But it just doesn't have that thing that would keep me hooked for more than 30 seconds. So, will they qualify? It's a mystery because, as I said, the voice is good and the song is good. It's just I have a short memory time span. You thought Latvia was weird? Well, look at Lithuania, because they are sending the Silver Surfer, singing in Spanish.
Why are you destroying our planet?
Because you know who is missing Eurovision? Spain. But don't worry, Spain, because Lithuania is there for you. And for all of those Spanish fans, Viva Lithuania, the brother in arms of Spain. What do I think about Solo Quiero Más? Well, it's a very entertaining song, that's for sure. Is it gonna do good? Well, I'm not sure. It has that unique Eurovision quirk. I mean, it's an interesting song to listen to, and the guy knows how to sing. Will it? I think yes. I'm pretty sure it is gonna qualify, but at the same time, can you even know what is and what is not gonna qualify? Kurt Cobain qualified last year for Lithuania, so... Who knows? But good luck, Lithuania. Luxembourg is not singing in French for the first time. Just like another country that always sings in a language and then suddenly decided to change everything up. What do you think about this song? I really like the violin. I think the violin is extremely cool.
Trust us, bring a violin.
Other than that, let's move on. Malta finally gave a chance to Aidan with the song Regina. No wait, I'm getting a phone call. It's actually the song Bella. I bet it's like Regina. If you're feeling cold tonight, I'll meet you. I was wrong. Aidan tried to sing for Malta for multiple years. And for some reason, he kept failing. And one time he sends a boring ass song, the people from Malta are like, this is exactly what we want. Do I think he's gonna qualify? Well, his name is pretty important in the Eurovision scene. Is that gonna be enough? We will find out. But honestly, Aidan, if you're listening to this, which I think you're not, you're a very talented person. And with the song Regina, I think you would have done extremely well. But this song, I'm sorry to say, it's boring and I don't think you're gonna do very good with it. Top 10 in a semi-final, I mean, it's gonna be a hard mark to hit. You might do it, but it's just because your name. Thank you. Viva Moldova, I guess. Satoshi representing Moldova, and after last year, you know, Moldova was out because of the selection being horrible. This year they are back with a very nationalistic song, and honestly, what else can you want from Moldova? Just a fun, entertaining nationalistic song. What Belarus should have done, but they went political. And what Georgia wanted to do, but they went political. Well, Satoshi is like, nah man, I want to be fun, not political. And I think he's doing a pretty good job. So, Viva Moldova. Montenegro was one of the weakest countries in Eurovision. And then they gave up, and now they are trying again. And suddenly, things clicked. And now we have Nova Zora, which is the best song that they ever sent it. And I hope people see this, takes this, and put it in the top 10 where it deserves to be. Because Montenegro really needs something. They didn't qualify since 2015. Please, Europe. This song is pretty much the germ. I don't know what the song from Albania last year. Yeah, Nova Zora. It's this, but with Montenegrin culture. Please take it and give it a good result, because if this fails, Montenegro, you can just give up, because people have something with you. Baby, I'm an animal. I got no self-control. Norway is boring. I mean, Norway is up there with Sweden as one of the best Nordic countries in Eurovision, and now with Finland. I had to walk 100,000 miles. I'm in love with a fairy tale. But this year, because no artist wanted to really come in because of the Israel stuff, they did something that you shouldn't do. Force a participation. I mean, not to say anything about Jonas. The song Yeah Yeah Yeah, it's okay, but I don't think it's gonna do very yeah 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 in Eurovision. And it's ironic, because if they would have selected the song Fritt Fall, that would have been my favorite song this year. But that song gave up, just like the guys that made What the Fuck Say. What does the fuck say? Because of Israel. And as long as Norway participates, and Israel too, I don't think Israel's gonna send another very good song to Eurovision, because artists are gonna run away from it. Same thing goes for Portugal. Oh, I got a parade. Poland, you deserve an award. That award, the most corrupt country in Eurovision. Your fans hate what you are doing. You send it baby when you had Gladiator. And now you made the selection even though nobody wanted to participate in it. And I'm so sorry to say that Alicia won, because Alicia is such a talented person, and she has to represent this mess of a country with this mess of a song. I think if she qualifies, it's only because of her voice, and she's not gonna do good in final. And I'm so sorry for her, because she deserves her spot in the light, especially because of 2020 and all of that situation. Please, Poland, change everything you do. Change all the stuff and give Alicia another chance with a better song. Thank you. Portugal, it's always that country that sends a slow song that qualifies even though nobody gives them a single chance.
Por mais que possa parecer, eu nunca vou perder.
Almost like Belgium, but Portugal, it's a bit more consistent with it. This year they sent it the most boring ass song you can possibly send, and if they qualify with this, Portugal is just on a miracle strike, and then they can send whatever they want and they would qualify, being at that level with Israel and Ukraine. This song sucks, and I'm sorry to say, but most people that were in the selection, Festival de Cacao, didn't want to represent the country because of another country that keeps making this song contest worse. Thank you. Bye. This is my country, baby. We are in Romania. We are finally back. I believe we are back mostly because that EBU really wanted some countries in. And I'm glad we are back. Even though we had the worst selection you can possibly make, you shouldn't make an internal selection live just for some money. Please. I know stealing it in our blood, but just keep it away for 2 days. Thank you. So, I will speak in Romanian for a few seconds. Alexandra Capitănescu, suntem mândri că ne reprezinți și indiferent ce rezultat vei face, poți veni înapoi știind că ne-ai făcut mândri. Felicitări! Te iubim și succes în Viena!
Go, go and get it like a superstar.
Guess who's back? Senhit is back, and it's not gonna be good. I'm sorry to say, but Senhit will not make it to the final, which is a shame because the last time she tried with Adrenalina,
You're my adrenalina.
everybody believed they gonna get at least a top 10. And she didn't because San Marino is just San Marino. You can't really change who you're representing. And I'm sorry, but that song really deserved more love. This year, the song is not good. Will it get a good result? God knows. We will live and we will see. But in my opinion, it's gonna be last in semis.
We do much better alone. I'm dripping blood and I'm just.
So, Serbia last year decided to go with politics, just like Georgia.
Got him! Got him!
And this year they were like, if we keep this going, they will kick us out. So now they are sending Dracula to Eurovision.
Standing before me was death.
Stealing the homework from Romania, it's not cool. But also the song, it's decent and I think it's gonna do good because heavy metal always do good, right? Hungary? Iceland? Don't you agree?
No, I can't get you out of my system.
I mean, Sweden, it's Sweden. What do you want me to say? They have one of the best selections, one of the most die-hard fan base. The song is good, the show is good. They're gonna do good. Good job, Sweden. Keep the ball rolling. Send more women to Eurovision.
Did that ever help?
And Bara Bastu for life.
Honey, don't cry. Honey, don't cry.
So we are back to the Swiss. They know how to make chocolate, watches, and they forgot how to do Eurovision apparently. Because they won once and now they are pretty much settled down. At least for the next 5 years. Because this song, Alice, sung by Veronica, is not gonna do that good. Even though it's a nice song and I like it, and it goes good on any radio station, it's not really Eurovision ready. And I'm sad to say because last year the Swiss were pretty much torn apart by the public.
0 points.
And this year, I don't think the jury is gonna help much either. But I believe the Swedes are gonna be back once they get back the money to make another Eurovision.
I know the roots still carry water.
I love Ukraine. You know, Vidbir is one of my favorite selections and they have so many talented people. But why did they send Lelejka? I'm not sure. I loved all of the songs but this one.
Боже, Господи, 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 Боже, Ти один і тут, і я Where did he go? But I'm alive, I am alive. Yeah.
And at this point, Ukraine could send baby crying over tank explosions and they would still qualify because it's Ukraine. And I don't think this is fair for the contest, but you can change empathy of people. And it's not a problem. I don't think Lelejka it's a very good song. It's gonna do good because Ukraine and another top 5, I guess. But please, Ukraine, maybe you need to take a break or something. I don't know. I don't want to be bad. This is a very fragile situation. It's not like Israel. This is more petty than buying votes, but still, Ukraine, hope you get better. And hope I see you with more funny songs and not just depressed ones. Thank you. UK decided to do something that nobody expected. They decided to not sing totally in English and decided to sing in German. I mean, Churchill would be very proud of this. But I actually like the song of UK and I hope they don't get 0 points this year because they do deserve at least 10 points from Germany. Other than that, now that we went through all of the songs and all of the problems with Eurovision, I still love Eurovision. I will always love Eurovision. I'm a fan for life, or at least for how long this song contest is gonna go for. I just love it. Makes me smile, makes me feel good, makes me feel proud of being a European. And I hope it will make you feel the same. And I hope I will see as many of you in Vienna this year. So see you there. And hi Romania.